If I could have it my way, every day, women's soccer.
If I can have it my way,
every day,
Whoa.
birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy
Ooh,
birthday.
with a heart. Hey.
This is the birthday love symbol.
Hey.
Yeah, so today is not an ordinary day. It's a special day. It is my birthday. And
Happy birthday.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I'm super happy to be here with you guys. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. And just to go ahead and start off the conversation, if I could have it my way, every day, women's soccer.
If I can have it my way,
Every day,
Whoa.
women's soccer.
Yeah, so a very special
Thank you,
episode.
son.
Yeah, very special episode. We're still working on our song.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. We have the lyrics every day. It's women's soccer.
That's the jingle. If you can have it my way,
Every day, women's soccer.
we do women's soccer.
Yeah. So how are you guys doing today?
How are you doing today? Let's start with you, since today is your special day. How are you doing?
Today I'm doing good. I'm doing really well. I just woke up with so much relief in just getting to enjoy this day. It's Wednesday, by the way. Doing everything I want to do. I'm happy. I'm happy to be here. I feel good. It's my birthday, year older. Thank God that we made it onto this pod. It has been in the works, and I'm just super grateful. What about you guys? How's today? How's
me? The day's great. I get to spend your birthday with you. So I'm happy about that. Noelle, you get to spend her birthday with her soon.
Tomorrow.
Yes, exactly. So I'm grateful for that. Grateful to spend the time with you, give you the love, and enjoy the time. Put the things you want to in your day, and just to be here. So it's a blessing. I feel good. I feel centered. I feel at peace. I feel happy with the way my life is going.
Damn.
What about you, Sven? What's going on with you? How are you doing today on this special day?
I didn't get a lot of sleep because I was like almost too excited to wake up.
For what?
So, some things that are a surprise for like later on today. So check out Substack.
Keep that
Check
drop.
out the Instagram. Yeah, Find Our Football Journal, and our Instagrams, Find Our Football. Boy.
Go.
Yes, I was just really excited to wake up, and I've been enjoying some writing. What else? Got my new jersey on.
Hey, good.
And I had a Bustelo with some protein milk, and so I'm just ready. I'm ready to get into it. I'm ready to celebrate. It's my twin's birthday. And yeah, I'm just blessed to have a sister, and also just blessed to do business with her, with Donna. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, so let's get into a soccer memory. A soccer memory. Any memory. I would like to have it a little bit more focused on a soccer memory we've shared, where you're like, this was wild, or I can't believe this happened. Or for me, I have 3 different memories in just like soccer experiences I've shared with both of you guys. I'm gonna start with my twin, where we went to a soccer tournament, and my grandma loves ice cream, and she wanted dairy ice cream. And so my parents were like, hey, you want some ice cream? It's a really hot day. And I'm like, yeah, let me have some dairy right before a soccer game, and maybe because it's dairy, maybe because it was ice cream. And I was so excited for this tournament, for this game. I was performing really well. And I'm like, whoa. In the middle of the game, I'm just getting lightheaded, wondering what really is happening to me. And all of a sudden, I'm just like, I can't hold something back. And I just puked on something. And for some reason, I was just like so beside myself on even how we got from having such a good time to having such a bad time. And then I just had to like wipe my face and keep it going. And my mom was like, "Yeah, let's go. Let's stay in the game." And then I think I actually scored a free kick. And I'm like, yes, 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 yes. But I just remember, like, dang, how do you throw up and still continue playing?
You know, that's funny. I've never done that, like, and continued playing. However, I feel like a lot of people do that. You hear people throwing up and, like, just from even not just from training. And so, I could see that happening. People throw up and.
Ugh, it's the worst.
Yeah. That's funny.
I have another one for you. Yeah. Okay. There's this actually. I'm really surprised. Like I feel like I'm not like fangirly, but I have like favorites, and I just remember like Carly Lloyd's like one of her fewer games, and I was expecting her to like send her away off into retirement with one more goal. We were in the stadium, and for some reason. Not some reason, we were watching her and she did score in her last game and it made me emotional. I just cried. And I couldn't believe it. And you're like, yeah! I'm like, what is going on with me? Why am I so emotionally like in tune with this moment right now? Carly Lloyd, I'm crying.
What did that make you feel? If you felt, what were you feeling in that moment? Like,
goals.
That she scored?
You know, I think I see players retire, and actually, we don't really know like when they choose to retire. But the fact that that was like her retirement game, and that she left on that like stamp was something like just so beautiful to me, and I was like filled with like happiness, but also overwhelmed. I don't know. It definitely made me cry.
That's cute. I remember it's a very cute moment, and you got a signature you as well. Where is it? Somewhere. You got her signature, and it was beautiful.
Yes,
it was a great moment. I think. Oh, I have a moment now. Yeah, that was a great moment.
Yeah,
I liked that moment, and it was nice.
I recorded myself crying, and I was like, I'm never posting this.
We even have pictures. My moment was meeting Marta, for sure. I definitely want to meet her again, though. My moment meeting Marta at Gotham's game where we made the sign. Even just that whole build-up was just such an exciting part of it, because making the sign, which is up there, and being her able to see that, and then also having the jersey for her to sign, the Brazil jersey, and then she signed that. Was mad. Oh, and then I touched her.
She literally was caressing her hand, like, give me your pen, but at the same time, let me hold your hand.
And then she took I got a picture with Marta, like, goals,
like,
man. That's legendary. Like, she's like, yeah, I like, give me, touch me, and she's
bless
like,
me.
She's like my Messi, my Ronaldinho, my Neymar, my Ronaldo. You know, that was my moment as a fan.
I have like 3. So, I guess one of the professionals like I had the opportunity to meet was Crystal Dunn. And that was in 2022. I met her in Florida, gave her a sticker. Also gave Marta a poster in Florida. And I told Crystal as she was warming up that I love her and can't wait to like see her get on the field. Back when she was with Portland. Hello.
See what's going on. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. Happy Wacky Wednesday. And a special day to somebody as well. You know, a special day of Spawn was born into this world, thrust upon us. Happy birthday, Crystal.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. My mom is also here as well.
Hi,
Hey,
Pumpkin.
Mom.
How are you?
Good.
Hello. How are you?
This is TC. This is
I'm
TC.
celebrating
Hello.
with my Paloma mocktail just for you
Oh,
in the middle of the business day. Happy birthday,
Yes.
Pumpkin.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I have a question for you guys.
Okay. What?
Would you rather 11 Alex Morgans or 11 U.S. women's national team players against each other?
Oh,
Wow, that's so hard.
wait. Oof. Oof. I have okay. I have disqualifying questions because it's like, are we talking about like
who are the
any U.S.
players?
national women's team
Yeah.
players? Current players? Did you say current?
99 team?
Yeah,
Because if you didn't say current, then it's going to be a different question.
I'll say current U.S. women's
Ooh.
national team versus
Ooh.
younger Alex Morgan.
Okay, who wants to go first?
You.
I'm an Alex Morgan fan. I might have had a poster on my phone / might have tried to find her on Instagram. So I'm gonna go with Alex Morgan. I mean, World Cup winners are you can almost you can almost count them on your hands in terms of like the amounts of people who've won World Cups. So that to me in itself is a qualifying factor. In fact, it's Alex Morgan. Alex Morgan for me at the moment. I'm gonna say close to that though as someone who grew up supporting her dad and kind of supports her team currently, I'd be hard not to say current US team based on Trinity, but I'm gonna go with Alex Morgan. Always Alex.
Always Alex. Always Alex. Faithful Alex. What about you, Mommy?
Morgan. Alex. Sorry.
Alex Morgan.
Sorry.
Yes.
You know?
What about you?
Ooh, that's because at this point, I'm also an Alex Morgan fan. Let's make that clear. Huge Alex. If there's anyone on the U.S. team that I love, I'd say Alex Morgan. However, picking the best players that U.S. has right now in every position versus all Alex Morgans, I can see U.S. killing that. When their best is
Good
are
point.
healthy, like Burma, like
Mm-hmm.
the outside back.
Night Swinger?
No, not nice ones. Like all the players are healthy, and you pick from the current roster. Because like right now, there's no Smith. We have Rodman, but there's no Smith. There's no Pugh. When you put those players back in the mix, that's a different level. So I don't know. It's hard.
Yeah, you know what,
I plead the fifth.
Marlon helped me come up with this question. It was quite interesting. It was quite interesting to kind of see how. Actually, let's hear Marlon. What about you?
I would say probably the current like U.S. Women's National Team because I don't know. You got Johannes. You got a lot of players on Lyon, and then you got some players out in Chelsea and Arsenal, and
Not wrong.
they're like that. They're into like a next level of their career where others didn't have back then, or Alex didn't have back then. So
Oh, Marlon.
So I think that match, I would pay a lot of money.
FIFA.
I love that point. That's such an important point that you just raised there, actually. It's the professionalism and the adaptation and the growing of the game, as we've seen in all sports, right? Like it's just you get better in technology. So I think you've said such an interesting point there because often when we compare current players to past, we sometimes don't think about that development, that technology difference. For instance, when you look at like Michael Jordan and someone now, and you're like, oh, you compare the two. There's so many different subtleties in the differences. So that's such a
yeah.
great point. You've now messed up with my decision. I want that question to be asked in 5 more minutes because now I need to retake that again. That's such a good point.
Very well, very well. Just to go deeper, because I know you guys are booked and busy, and I appreciate your time times 10 for coming on this birthday pod. This is all love you guys. What is one area as a fan that you want to see women's football grow? It's deep. I said it's deep. For me, I've always thought about. I love a rally. I love drums coming into the stadium. I've actually never fully experienced that. Other than maybe like the Atletico game that we went to in Spain, but I want that kind of fandom, that noise. I get nervous before going to go sit and watch my team. And so I need to exert that energy. And sometimes tailgates can't hold me back, and I don't want the tailgate to be my only thing. So sometimes like some music, some drums, a walk in. I want to feel a walk in. I want to walk in. What about you, Rhea? I see you daydreaming about what you want next.
I want to see what I get. What I mean, if you watched last night's basketball game, man, them girl, I want that. I want to be coming out of my seat and angry and just that excitement. I want everybody to be as excited about soccer like they are about the WNBA these days. You know, it's just as good and exciting. I want that hunger. It's fun. It's exciting. I mean, this generation needs to love the game as much as we did back in the day. You know, these new players, they're young, they're vivacious, they bring a new kind of just light to the game. We forget about all the things that brought us to the sport. You know, I think the WNBA has really brought to light women's sports in a different level. And you know, soccer has it. It's our time. It's our time to kind of love the sport the way we did. It's, you know, 99 was great. You know, we did a lot of great things, but I think you guys called it. Yeah, Morgan, she's great. I know I called Morgan, but the this current team, there's a lot of hope. I think we have a lot of potential, you know, and we need to lift them up and promote them because, you know, we got a lot of good things happening across the board. So yeah.
Why is that? Why is that? Why is it that you enjoy and WNBA games so much? What do you get? What is it that there is you that you enjoy so much?
I think it's because I just seeing it. I like seeing, like, just I love female athletes playing at the top of their game. I like the talking the smack and throwing down, and we do it. I mean, Crystal did it, you know, all her, you know, collegiately and in high school, she hip checked with the best of them. She threw them down, and it was funny. You know, I love seeing that competitiveness, and we don't see it enough now, like in the, you know, national spotlight. And you know, I wish we saw a lot more of that. You know, we see it with the men's, we don't see it with the women. I want to see a lot more of that. You know, so there's visibility with the women's. If we had more visibility in women's soccer, I think people will appreciate that women's soccer is equally as athletic as any other sport. You know, people say, "Oh, women's rugby, blah blah," but women's soccer, man, we're tough. You know, we throw it down with the best of them. You know, so people just don't know. They just don't know that, you know, we really got we pull hair, we pull shorts, we do all kinds of things. They just
We
don't
do.
know.
Yo,
I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it.
Twice.
I've seen it. Donna with her long hair. I know. They go like this. They go behind them. They're like, "Peek." I know what they do. I know.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you.
Mom, I think that's a great point you hit there. And from the hair pulling, I remember something like that in the years gone by. I think you hit something that I was going to say, and I think that we're seeing this across all women's sports, right? Is you hit the nail. The viability of commerciality is the marketing of the game, getting the eyes on the game. I think something you hit, Dawn, you were going to talk to just now about it, made the WNBA, brought on this attention, right? There's been sort of narratives that the WNBA has picked up on and has ridden to help gain that traction, right? We all know what those are, pitting players against each other. Not necessarily something that is it's a ferocious competitiveness that they've really raised and pushed that narrative to help gain that. So I was thinking along the lines, and you were talking about competitiveness of games, Crystal, as well. You know, yeah, and we've seen that in some of the basketball games that we've been to. Like I went to a game the other day, and it was just as ferocious as that. And I think it's based off the fact there's a number of things that we've all said. One is creating this commercial viability around it, in the sense of people coming to the fore, business needs to come to the fore, money needs to come to the game to get eyes onto it, to create an experience for people to attend. Number one, that makes people want to go to the games because it's an experience. We're going to experience it, to enjoy it, and then have the sport. Number two, as part of that experience, is you get brands coming in to be part of that, to help create those experiences, that environment. And that's where you have different, all kinds of sports brands, lifestyle brands, want to create this lifestyle around what the sport is, what it does for women, the business of it. Not just on the field. There's physios, there's doctors, there's people at the stadiums. So there's a whole business around it that men's game plays into, that really is the same part for women's game, that we're just like not opening the same door to. So it's really saying, look, we all like money, especially from a viability. They all like money. Why not just open the other door as well, to extend that, to help grow that, so that you have the same platforms? MNBC, Apple TV, all the platforms where you see all the other leagues should be doing the exact same for the females game, to give them the same opportunity. Money in football for men's games comes from a lot of the TV deals. Okay, a lot of the contract deals. Those need to be, obviously, we've seen the argument in the return on investment that comes from that. That's fine. So it's part and parcel from the investors, from the league, from the brand sponsors, and then from everyone coming together to grow that product so that it has more value, so that the TV deals have more value for them, so that the teams get more value, so that you can create a better experience. Part and parcel, I know I said a lot there, but really, it's certain nodes across all of the different spheres that we play into football that really need to step up and look at the other side as well. And I'm going to close on this point. A lot of the major teams 10 years ago didn't have female teams, which is unheard of. Manchester United, one of the biggest clubs in the world, didn't even have a proper changing room for their female players 2 years ago. Their coach and their captain had to quit in order for them to be like, what are we doing? Why is it that our men's team has proper facilities, but our women's team is training in a caravan or trench? It's that kind of mentality switch from the top to the bottom that needs to happen. And with them making that switch, now on their app, for instance, it doesn't say men's games on this day. It says men and women's games on this specific day. There's no difference in that. And that's the kind of change that you need to see specifically.
I love that. Yeah, we saw that Google change. When you put in Man United, you get the men's and women's. Healthy. And
what is
I
this?
Feel like
what is this? Am I like old? What is this?
No, don't worry. I just learned to.
What is this? Like I'm just thinking crab. Like what is that? SpongeBob? What is this? Y'all,
we're catching the money.
So they say it's like you're clapping. You're clapping like yes.
I'm thinking SpongeBob. I'm thinking SpongeBob, his little friend Crab Guy. I'm like, these two are like, come on, y'all. So you're 33 years old. You're doing this? What are you doing?
I will say though, I just learned this myself. So correct me if I'm wrong. I believe this is like you're clapping for the person, encouraging. Yes, we love that.
And this gentleman here, Black Hammer, you're giving me flashbacks of my 90s day with your Hammer name. And MC Ham, I love it. Mr. Hammer, I love it. Cool stuff.
Yeah.
I'm remembering flashbacks of the baggy pants and the moves. So I'm telling my age now.
I still wear those pants.
They're coming back. It's one of those things,
Thing to ask everyone. What's one thing you're grateful for today? What's the one top thing for you that you're grateful for today?
Oh man, I've got to hop off in a meeting, but I've got that young lady coming to visit me tomorrow. My baby girl, she's my firstborn. And so I'm grateful for that young lady right there. I was 20 years young when I had that one there. So, I'm grateful for my little tree hugger there who kind of keeps me in line. She's my fellow Virgo. She keeps me in line. She keeps me spiritually intact, even though sometimes, she just puts me in check and I don't want to hear it. But she's like, redirect your thoughts, Mom. She's like, stop rushing. And I'm like, stop it with those innuendos with me, please. And I'm like, but sometimes we need to we need to kind of spot check ourselves. And either way, I'm grateful for her, and Donna, you too, for kind of loving her. And yeah, I'm really appreciative, for having a daughter who just kind of gives back, and for you guys for appreciating her. So either way, love you, Chris.
Beautiful.
I can't wait to see you tomorrow, and thank you for creating this moment. I love technology, and you guys are, pretty incredible to do this. Thank you for taking the moment and inviting me, and including
Yeah.
Mama.
Yeah.
Aw.
Thanks for
Hey,
coming.
thank you for sharing your
Oh.
voice and your time.
Yeah,
You
I
know
love
me.
you.
love
I'm
that.
always so busy. I'm always so busy.
Enjoy
You're
your
not that
day.
busy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mom.
Love
Bye.
you. Bye.
All right. Love you, Mom.
Cute. Love that.
Oh,
Birthdays.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. It's funny. My mom is here visiting at the moment from Botswana,
Oh yeah.
and she's been here for like a month. And I went away to the Caribbean, and she stayed in my apartment, and she changed everything around, like moved my clothes, changed everything. And I came home like Sunday night, travel tired, and I was like, "Where's my underwear?" You know what I mean? Like, who's been messing with my shit? And I was just like, "Mom, if I came to your house and moved your stuff around because it's more efficient, how would you feel?" And I was so angry. But in asking that question, I'm so grateful for the love that our moms and friends, people, and us who care, because sometimes, even though I was angry at the time, I can see what she was doing, and that's for the love that she has for me to come on and do that. And I'm grateful for that. And the other thing I'm grateful for, it's very small, and it's the small things that I have. I'm grateful to wake up and see another day, to see people, and to breathe again. And you know, I lost my dad this year, so it's like I've had to come to like this, and you've lost people over life, so it's something you always get told. But as I go through this process of grieving, every day I'm very grateful to wake up and see the people that give you sustenance to live, and that's something that I want to always tell people. It's like, I will tell you "fuck you" to your face while I slide tackle you, and then afterwards I'll shake your hand and say, "I'm sorry for being a dick on the field, but thank you for coming to play with me." And that's what I did on Sunday. I'm an asshole to play with. If you're on the other team, a foul's not a foul. I don't care. I hate you, best friend or not, for 90 minutes. But afterwards, I appreciate the fact that you came to compete and to create something that I love to do, is to play sport, and you're there to do that. So it's to be grateful for that, and I think I'm grateful for those moments that we have.
For sharing that.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm grateful for human connection, like how we even came to talking
Absolutely.
about all our Man United tick
oh.
for tack, and we're like, hey, I like you. Let's do more.
Aw.
Let's do more. Let's hang out more. So yeah, that's something I'm super grateful for, is actually just understanding how precious, our few immediate people around us are, just by showing up. Oh, good morning, how are you doing? Recognizing, like, if we need a little bit more strength or love or just encouragement, like, go kill that podcast, go do it. Go side tackle him, and then just
Pick them up after.
pick him up.
I love you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I love you. But I'm a
I
slide.
need to do more of that.
Yeah. So I'm super grateful for all you guys. What about you?
It was nice this year to enjoy like the Euros like fully, like with you guys, not just like kind of enjoying soccer by myself. And just texting about it. Like, do you see the hair pull, or you see those PKs? Yeah, because that was just wild. I'm like, who am I going to talk to about this? And so I'm grateful for you, Crystal, and Donna, all the trainings, and also just visiting you guys this past summer. Yeah, it's been nice to just have those memories every year and recently.
Me, I'm grateful to wake up and have the freedom to choose what goes into my days. And that's with structure and with flexibility. And that's what I'm grateful for. And the relationships with the people I get to have within that time grow, nurture. That's what I'm grateful for today, specifically. I get to spend Chris's birthday with her all day. What are we doing today? Everything you want to do. Let's go. Being able to do that and have I'm happy with that. I'm grateful for that. And to wake up.
Amen. Okay, on a lighter note, quick kicks. is something, TC, if you have a stop, a pause, a boogie out.
Nice to meet you for first time. Like,
Yeah,
well,
nice to meet you as well.
yeah,
Yes.
all good. But we know what this is about. But it's nice to meet you. You seem like a nice breath of fresh air. Love it.
Sometimes, trust me, sometimes, yes.
Are you coming bike riding today?
You said it's at 1 o'clock today, right?
Yeah. Let's say 1:30.
Okay, well, hold on. The reason I'm very keen because I think I have a job interview at 1 o'clock because I definitely want to come. But I'm coming on a scooter, e-scooter, obviously. So you guys going to? Yeah, look, I'm going to come either way. I've got nothing to do and I live down the road. So after my interview, I'll just get hold of you, and I'll head down there anyway because I think it's at 1 till 2. So whatever time it ends, I'll just head over there. It takes me like 7 minutes to get from my house to Prospect Park.
Cool. Love it. It's gonna rain, so maybe.
Perfect. It's a good sign. In my culture, rain means good luck. It means it's a good sign. It's a blessing from your ancestors because rain is life. Rain is water. It's good nourishment. So it's actually a very good blessing. So if it rains on your birthday, and it means that you're like, people will usually be like, listen, can I borrow $50 because you got the luck. You know what I mean? So.
That's nice.
All right. Fine.
Okay, peeps. Much love. I've got to drop. But we'll chat later.
All right. Good luck in your interview. See you soon.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, people love you.
Aw.
That pop-in was fun.
You just got a whole conversation.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah.
It's a quick hot take. So 11 Alex Morgans versus 11 Hope Solo.
11 Hope So.
Solo's a goalie.
And she's a striker. She only was like a goalkeeper for like 8
however,
years.
is she a midfielder? Is she a defender?
She can use her feet.
I mean, she knows how to block.
I will choose Morgan.
But she can't play goalkeeper.
You gotta get to the goal first.
Oh my gosh. Talking to a striker about a striker. What about you? Marlon?
Oh, Hope Solo. All day. Yeah.
Solo leveling.
I think she just got the sauce.
Who's favorites here? Because that's a good question. Is it a good question?
Huh?
Are you talking about winning this game or picking your favorite?
I still think Hope Solo would win.
I love that. All right. Next part that we are wanting to get into is our quick kick of the week from a fan to someone who contributes to football. What is something that's kicking you that you're trying to overcome this week?
That I'm overcoming this week?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have something already in your thought? Because I'm going to forget.
Yeah, we like a kick.
Okay, good. Ooh, okay. Change my perspective then.
Yeah, listen, I'll kick you. I'm just kidding.
Don't kick me.
I'm just kidding.
Girl.
Slide tackle kick.
I'll slide tackle you and pick you up and tell you I love you.
Aren't they slide tackle and kicking synonymous?
Yeah. If you get the ball.
I need to learn the slide tackle. For me, what's quickly kicking me in a good, bad way is, I think, just sharing more of my two things, actually. Making time to like read more stories, get to know more players, because that's something I really want to do, and it just requires like a different, deeper level of time. And then the next thing, which kind of is from that, is sharing it. I'm so excited to share what I nerd on, which are player stories, which are their journeys, which are their experiences at these different clubs. But it helps me get to know the clubs because I end up finding the players before these clubs, right? So
how are you finding that?
How am I finding that? The stories? You know, I've been referred to by a couple of sources, like 41 Mag. Don't know if you guys have heard of it. Yeah. Yes. You know, just finding people who are covering players and get to know them myself. You know, bring them on, give my understanding of their story, but also just like allowing hopefully a conversation on this pod. where we get to talk with players, you know, because we won't actually know about them unless we hear their voice. So again, back to sharing their voice. Like, I think that is something I want the most. It's just so it's been kicking me because I want it so much, and it's just doing my due diligence of just learning about them, inviting them, and preparing to host them on Everyday Women's Soccer. Yeah.
So if you're a pro player, we want to hear your story. Join us on Everyday Women's Soccer Podcast to share your story. Tap in.
Share your voice.
There you go. That was an ad.
Thank you.
Tell your story.
That's a great birthday gift.
I feel like Orlando's really kicking me really bad.
Ooh, why?
It's just like what's happening. It kind of is just not making sense.
What's happening?
I know they got a new coach, but I think they recently got a new coach. And apparently he's just ruining things. Maybe it's the dynamics. I haven't been able to catch a recent game, but
Orlando got
at least top 5. Like, don't fall to the end of the freaking top 8. So there's
Orlando?
that. Yeah, they're number 7.
Are you worried that they're not going to even make it in the playoffs at all?
They haven't won a game past 4 games.
Are you an Orlando fan?
I thought I converted last year. And so I'm hopeful, I like Ali Watt and all that. Huh?
You do?
Yeah, like the other players, Morgan, Gottrap, Ali Watt, of course Banda and Marta. How Marta brought Brazilians to her
to her squad.
To her league.
Period. And that's why she's the motherfucker.
This is Marta's league.
Marta brought, since Marta been here, I think we had this conversation, she brought hella Brazilians. Do you not see how much more Brazilians is in the league now? Because they see that, Marta living that life, she doing that do, and come and do your do here too.
I have an ick though. The amount of Brazilians that are in the NWSL, let's invest into Portuguese, social accounts, translators. Let's get to know the Brazilians that help make our league what it is, right? Like, I really feel like we didn't even give acknowledgement to all the Mexicans that came to the NWSL and contributed their own talent and uniqueness, right? So considering Brazilians are seeing NWSL as an opportunity to lift their image, lift their playing opportunities, I feel like it's a one-way relationship. Yeah, they're here in the States and getting paid, but I don't know to what extent. Why not give them the access to the fans as well? So that's my ick.
You have a thought on?
You can go ahead and go. I don't have too much of a thought regarding the Brazilians and the Mexicans. What I do know is that the Brazilians are staying here, and we've definitely seen some Mexicans come here, and then they went back to I think it's Liga MX. I find that dynamic interesting because you don't see the Brazilians going to Europe. They're staying here. While you're seeing a lot of value be created in the Mexican league.
I have another thought. It's a little bit of a history lesson, right? So before Liga MX was Liga MX, Canada and Mexico came into agreement with US Soccer that these federations were going to form a league, right? You could call it a trifecta of its own. Okay, great, cool. However, each country wanted to professionalize and build a pipeline, a pathway for players to stay domestic. And so at some point, we would always get to a spot where Canada would want their own league. Mexico would want their own leagues. Mexico's done that, right? Canada just recently did that last year. And so we also just don't keep Mexican talent as well. So I feel like there's just not much recognition of how we've built this league, considering those are our neighbors. And imagine a bigger CONCACAF club competition where we play against Canada, we play against a Mexico team, which is I think where they're trying to evolve. and just seeing us not take care of like the Spanish Mexican influence that beyond collegiate players, but the Spanish influence that the NWSL had, we should be talking about NWSL in Spanish. We should have NWSL in Portuguese.
Why is that?
Access. Those are access to like local fans, communities, like Marta's communities are already in Brazil. They're watching it, and
so that it grows the game.
It grows the game. It's
because how the connections to the fans and them knowing, like, able to follow them, watch their games, have access to the games.
So I think games is one part of access, but how about
the players?
How about getting to know players? Whoa! Another guest appearance.
Another Marlon.
Another
Do I know
Marlon.
You?
Oh my god!
Who are you?
Hey, Marlon Squared.
MC Square. Hello, businessman. Hey, Dad.
Hey, happy birthday.
Are you whispering?
So you can be loud.
All right, so I can be loud, but you have to use whisper voice. Okay. Well, welcome to the pod. Everyday Women's Soccer. How are you doing today?
Doing well. Kind of as deserved, but not complaining.
No, we don't got. Well, we just complained a little bit about access to language, because we think there's some language barriers in watching women's soccer. Do you think that's true?
I have no comment on that.
That's okay.
No comment.
Yeah, I love that.
No comment.
Listen,
No comment.
That's okay. So what we're doing is every time we get a special guest like yourself, we're asking them their soccer preferences. Okay? So I'm gonna keep this light, but I'm gonna keep this fun. All right? Would you rather a soccer jersey as a gift or a soccer scarf? If you were to pick one women's soccer player jersey, what would it be besides mine?
And mine.
Huh?
And why?
No, I don't need to hear why. I'll assume, maybe. Tell me. Da, na, 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 na.
Maybe a Mia Hamm.
That is legend.
Nah.
How much are you willing to spend on a Mia Hamm jersey? 200? 100?
Mia Hamm over Hope Solo?
300?
Solo is good too.
But let's start with Mia Hamm. 200? 100?
Hear me at all?
We have to listen.
Like barely. Barely.
I'm reading your lips.
Yeah, that we can't see your face.
How about now? Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can see your face.
Okay, I wasn't sure which microphone.
Okay. That's a good price point. How about Hope Solo? Mia Hamm or Hope Solo?
I knew it.
Okay.
She looked like a rebel, that's why. She's a rebel.
Okay. So now we're going to get back to your old soccer playing days. Would you rather run sprints or run miles?
Miles.
True. True.
Do you say football or soccer? Would you rather tailgate or eat stadium food? Amen. Okay. Would you rather, here's the big question, 11 Alex Morgan or 11 U.S. women's national team players?
11 Alex Morgan.
Yeah. A team of 11 Alex Morgans.
I'll go with this as long as...
Okay. We have roster exclusion, different levels of expectations. I like it.
Yeah, she wouldn't even done it.
OMG. She's cut from the squad. All right. Well, we appreciate your time here. And so I want to ask you, as a birthday special, what is one fun soccer memory that comes to you right away that you love? About you. Yeah, you.
It would probably have to go back to my golden years where it was high school and we were playing the number one team in the state of New York, like the number two team nationally. It was against Arlington High School. They were undefeated. They're like 25 and 0. and we won everything, because this was regional play at this point, interregional play. Our record was like 22 and like 1 or 2, something like that. And we got to their turf. They dominated most of the game.
Closer.
There. Okay.
That's perfect.
They dominated most of the game. Tough. We played hard. Game went into regulation time and then overtime. In New York, after overtime, there's sudden death overtime. So you play 30 minutes of overtime, and then that's 2 30-minute halves of overtime. And then sudden death is 2 15-minute halves of overtime. And then PKs. So I was playing left fullback, and all my fullbacks were already spent. Nobody could kick the ball, goal kick. Nobody had the legs to do goal kicks anymore. And so everybody was walking away from taking goal kicks. And I looked at everybody. I'm like, I'm tired too. Let's go. Come on. Like, you got it, man. So long story short, I ended up taking all the goal kicks throughout the game. And I was still reaching half field, but nothing was getting by me. Nothing was getting by me. They changed out forwards. None of them was getting by me. And if they were, it was just by themselves. They never got by me with the ball. Lastly, on the second half of Sunday, one of our midfielders, who never shoots on goal, he receives the ball and he just decided to shoot, and he scored.
Oh gosh!
So,
thank goodness.
Final score was 2-1, Middletown over Arlington. It was glorious because it was under lights. It was in a turf in a mini stadium. Everybody there was for Arlington except for us.
Mm-hmm.
And after we beat them, the bus had to drive onto the field to collect us, the Middletown team. So we went from the bench. The bus drove onto the field to.
Why? Because there's so many.
They were throwing bottles. They were throwing stuff out at us.
This is high school.
So yeah.
Oh my god.
This is high school, and then the crowd got onto the field, and to control things, the bus driver. I don't know how they got the bus driver onto the field. It was glorious because it was at night. Team to ever beat Arlington. We're the only loss that they had that whole season.
Yeah, what a story, Dad. This makes me think, like, how did you feel, like, once the final whistle blew? Like, were you, like, beside yourself? Did you, I don't know, like, water in your eyes? I don't know if you cried, but, like, it was a big win.
Yeah, no. So the feeling was very exuberant. Do you remember when we ran our first marathon?
Yes, I cried before I crossed it, but I knew it was coming.
Remember the sensation you got from completing that race?
Yeah.
It's beyond what words can describe.
Yes.
Just, you challenged yourself. You overcame adversity, physically, mentally, all the things. It was such a sensational feeling at the end, and it was just great. We sang all the way home.
I love that.
We are the champions all the way home.
Hey, yes, championes, 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 championes. You're still a champion. Yeah, I love that. I love that. I would say, what is, just to kind of, I know I don't have too much of your time. You're booked and busy. I appreciate you coming on the pod and spending time with us on my birthday.
Absolutely.
And I would love to kind of get your take through your lens. What is something women's football needs to overcome overcome bringing more fans to the game?
What does women's soccer need to bring?
Like, what new needs to happen?
Thank you, guys.
Fix your mic a little. Maybe hold it a little cuter. Not so close. Yeah. Perfect.
I'm perfect.
I've watched several games before, and I think if there was one thing I think that could be improved is I've watched so many goals being missed, simple goals, careless mistakes, just passing needing better quality, and I think training could be done not just during normal training sessions, but I do think that generally across the board, everybody could do an additional training session to refine the skills that they have. Um, like example, like Ronaldo. Ronaldo does his normal training sessions, and the man trains as well on the side, and he'll jog the whole field doing step overs. The whole field doing step overs. He'll practice his shots over and over and over and over and over. His passes over and over and over and over. So it's perfecting some of removing the silly mistakes. I think at the professional level, yes, there are bad passes and they happen, but the blatant obvious ones shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, more goals. We want to see more goals. We know the goals.
That last tournament, there were so many missed PKs.
Oh, the PKs.
What the hell?
I know. Not me.
The Euros.
Wait.
Missed opportunities on some simple goals too. What is going on?
At that point though, think of well, I guess my question is that the last game you saw? Like, what have you watched recently? Is this where did you get this thought from? Was it from before previous years or?
I've watched some league games, and then I did watch the Euros with Noel. A couple league and Euros.
Yeah, I agree. I think players can keep on refining and spending that extra time striking the ball, knowing when, where, how. Look at Dkay Henry soccer to teach you how to, and so we can see more goals, right? Better. Sounds like people need better technical skills, better decision making, like you're saying in when you're passing, not just scoring. And scoring is passing too, because at that point it's decision making. And are you capable of doing what you need to do? Do you know where you should be shooting in this position? That comes from additional work. So I agree there. I feel like it's gotten better though. Like before I started watching soccer, probably like since 2020 or 2021, whatever it is that I zoned in on women's soccer, because I used to only watch men's soccer because that's just what was accessible. But Find Her Football came into her life. And also there's been more access to women's football. So now I'm actually seeing players now, they're so much more, like the newer generation are so much more technical and skillful and like exciting. Like there's definitely room for improvement. I think it's at a level now where you're like, whoa, you actually have fun watching the games. They're keeping possession. They look like a good team. They're building. What are you doing? They have good pressure, good work ethic. Like, so it's like more competitive. You want it to be more competitive and entertaining, I feel like, for me. And that's what I keep looking for every time. Like, how can you keep me engaged in this game? Like, I want to be on my seat. Yeah. And when I go to Gotham, that's what I get. Gotham gives me that. And yeah, anyways. But I love that. Keep watching.
Absolutely.
Keep watching, yes. You want to give your birthday shout out? Do you have, before, if you have to go or anything, you're always welcome to hang with us. But if you want to give us
I just want to chime in for a little bit and wish you a happy birthday, Crystal. I love you and miss you. I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. You as well, Donna. Lots of love, lots of hugs to everybody on here. Sorry I can't hang out too much longer. But work calls. I love you.
Love you too. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, guys. Give me 2 more minutes. We're going to close out the show. Thank you for celebrating my birthday with
and find her football. If we can have it our way.
Everyday women's soccer.
Boy, 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 boy.
All right, it's been fun. Love you guys. Stay
Love you.
tuned for episode 2. And let's keep building. Love you. See you next time. Bye.
See you next time. Bye.